Hello again, everyone. Welcome back. Well, today we're going to look at another Vitola of the Bishop's Blend for 2020. This is the Robusto 5x48. I thought it would be interesting to see how the larger ring gauge of the cigar performs. There's a 42 ring gauge in the Lancero that I did earlier, and it was an excellent cigar. Now this is a much bigger ring in terms of cigar world numbers. 42 to 48, quite a difference. There's the density. Looks the same, basically, only shorter. So everything on the blog, check it out. You can get it all information. I will give you quickly the wrapper is Ecuadorian Habano Maduro. The binder is Ecuadorian Habano. And the filler is Nicaraguan, Connecticut, and Pennsylvania Broadleaf. So that's what it's made of. The Corona Larga will miss out this year. I won't review it. It was one of my top cigars last year, and it is good this year. But I thought these are the extremes, the Lancero and the Robusto. So let's just get right to it. The 2020 Bishop's Blend Robusto. Let's do it. I will not be surprised at all if I have to use the perfect draw tool, and that's okay. But before we get there, we got to take off this band at the foot. Always do that. 5-year anniversary. All right, let's just clip it and see what we've got. Sometimes I'll have a draw and sometimes I won't with these. Absolutely not. As a matter of fact, you can look at that and see there's no way anything's going to draw through there. So I won't bore you, but I will get out my perfect draw tool and repair it and be right back. You can turn it around and blow out the little pieces. And now, folks, we're ready. It's interesting to see how the different amounts of filler affect a cigar. And these are going to be a little different. It is sort of an orange citrus cedar thing going on there. There's a lot of brown sugar. You get a bunch more brown sugar with this Robusto. Cinnamon, nutmeg, sort of a pasty nutmeg. And black coffee. I'm trying to decide if it's espresso or black coffee. It's a very full-bodied dark coffee. I don't think I'd quite go espresso with it. So you see there's some differences. And at this point, right at light up, I don't have any chocolate notes. A lot of black coffee notes, a very dark roasted black coffee. Actually, that's the kind I love to drink. So that's how you start with this one. Go back and compare to do a direct comparison in thirds with the Lancero. I'm not going to bore you with it now, but you can pull it up in different windows and see how they're going to compare. But that's how we start with the Robusto, and that's not a bad start at all. Okay, I'm about an inch in, and I'm starting to get some chocolate notes. It's more along the lines of a sweet dark chocolate. Could be the sweetness from the brown sugar and cedar citrus giving it sweetness. But anyway, there is some chocolate notes entered the picture at this point. No anise at this point. But anyway, we'll be back at the first third and see how things shake out. Well, we're here at the first third, and I've got to be honest with you. When I've had several of these, but when I had my first one, before I had it, I expected the cigar to be with the bigger ring gauge, with the Lancero being so good. I expected it to be sort of washed out, and I was absolutely wrong. With the Robusto, I'm getting a lot more brown sugar, a lot more sweetness. I did not expect that. The front end flavor has aspects of cedar, but more aspects of a very sweet, juicy orange. There's quite a bit of brown sugar and cinnamon, quite a bit of a pasty nutmeg, a lot of the black coffee, which I don't think we're quite at the espresso level. That's one thing that's different. And I really was surprised at that. And the dark chocolate, medium to full bodied now. The finish is black coffee, dark chocolate, and just a touch of brown sugar sweetness. But this cigar is a little different than the Lancero, but just as good. It's really gets your attention. As a matter of fact, I have a few more of these Robustos coming. They're easier to come by these days. Not easy, but easier than the Lancero. You can forget about those. But this cigar I would also rate 96 for the first third. Although it's a little different than the Lancero, it is fantastic flavors. So it's going to go much quicker. Let's see what the second third brings. End of the second third. From the time I took the picture to now, the ash fell off. Nice flavors. There is a lot of black coffee in this cigar, but it's not a predominant, it's not an overwhelming flavor. The orange citrus and cedar, brown sugar and cinnamon are very sweet, and they come through just great. The nutmeg is pasty and it's actually smooth. It doesn't detract from the cigar. It's probably close to full bodied now. The finish really hadn't changed. But this is a very sweet cigar. I don't remember saying how sweet the Lancero was, but this is a very good cigar. The sweeter notes really come through nicely. Larger ring gauge has not hurt it at all. I'll maintain 96 for the second third. I'm not sure about the final third yet till we get there, but so far this is a little different, but just as good. we're down to the end, as you can see. So let's wrap it up. I got to be honest with you. This is a good cigar. It's just as good as the Lancero. I mean, it's just, there's more, to me, there's more citrus, brown sugar, and cinnamon sweetness. The nutmeg is very manageable. The black coffee is very manageable. This is not what I expected. I expected the flavors with the larger ring gauge to wash out, and they sure didn't. So if you didn't get any of the Lanceros, you cannot feel bad about having the Robusto. Usually different sizes will affect flavors, and this one it did, but it didn't, not in a bad way. It's just a little more, it's good. I've got to hold 96. It's going to tie with the Lancero as far as score. Overall score is 96. Very good cigar. I'm a little surprised, but I shouldn't be. But, James does an excellent job. So that'll do it. The Bishop's Blend 2020 5-year anniversary Robusto. 96.